And hello everyone, it's Emir here. Today I'm gonna be showcasing my three Voltia builds, which include a crit build, a normal build, and a build for Gley. Um, I need to make emphasis that my builds are not probably optimized for like full maximum DPS output. However, I found them balanced between being fun and still being strong enough to, clear everything where you use them. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So the first build I'm going to be showcasing is my crit build. This crit build will be mostly usable by characters like Haley and Enzo, or characters that can buff themselves up, their critical hit rate up. So pretty much those two. I know Balbi can do it too. So if you want to use it on Balbi, this is pretty much fine, and you can use it on her. So as we can see, we have the three most important modules. I don't have this module enhanced because I was testing something, so I still need to put catalyst here. But these are the three most important modules in probably a lot of the weapons, right? Then we move out to action and reaction because we want that higher firearm attack base, you know, and recoil is pretty much non-existent in this game. You just feel a little bit to it, but not impactful enough. So we want action and reaction for a higher firearm attack. Then we want concentrate support ammo and expand weapon charge. This will give us a higher magazine. And because the base Voltia has only like 40 rounds or something like that. And when you combine these two modules, it pumps up to like 70 something rounds, which will um, give us enough capacity for using sharp precision shot. As you know, this mod way it works is the more you hold down your trigger, your fire, the more stacks it will give us, right? So it means more damage and more fire rate. So that's why we need a higher capacity magazine. For the enhancement, our elemental enhancement, we can pretty much use anything here. You can put any other enhancement in here. It doesn't have to be fire, just I would probably suggest fire or electric enhancements. And yeah, nothing much to explain here. Inside focus. Why do we want inside focus? Because this will give us an extra fire rate and firearm crit damage. However, you can change inside focus for hit circulation or for what's the name of it? I think it's since we are using fire enhancement, we can use superheated gun barrel to enhance our fire attack. There is another module that I try to use, which is um this one superheated plasma. But the problem with this one is while it seems really strong because not only increases your fire attack but also lowers the target defenses to 20 stacks, the problem is that it requires you to keep shooting the same target forever. And the problem with this is that as soon as you stop hitting that same target, even if you hit the air just 1 second, you will lose all the stacks. So you will have to rebuild the stacks over and over again if you don't have like super precise aim, which is probably not the best. Maybe if the boss is super immobile, it can be used, but if not, I don't recommend it. So yeah, so inside focus can be swapped for heat circulation or for superheated gun barrel. Um, Also, another thing to notice is that the fire rate up doesn't charge your beam faster. There's actually a special mode for that, which is the superconductivity charge. As you can see, it will make us charge our beam rifle faster. And one thing to notice too about this is that this will let us it will let us interact with our fire rate up. So these two can interact together. However, I found out that fire rate, choosing between fire rate and the beam charge is specifically up to you. If you want more fire rate to, proc DPS faster, it means that our magazine will run out faster and we will have less stacks of sharp precision shot. If you use superconductivity charge, our sharp precision shot will have at least like 10 more shots to it. So probably around the same damage. I'm not really sure. I'm not really good into those type of maths, but this is what I found to be the most fun and the most consistent damage. Obviously, you want this enhanced to the max. But yeah, this is um a build usable for our crit characters, and as you can see, the Voltia itself doesn't really have like a super high crit rate, which is why there's normal build for all other descendants that cannot buff their firearm crit rate. So yeah, that's my crit build, and I'm gonna be showing the other two right now. So for the next build, I'm gonna showcase my non-crit build. As you can see, I drop both the crit modules to have charge amplification added and to have fire priority added. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not entirely sure how to truly optimize a non-crit build, but let's walk through the process. So as you can see, I added charge amplification, which give us more firearm attack damage, and now we have three mods for that, which is a really high firearm attack damage increase. We still have both our magazine modules, but this time I added heat circulation. I think having a 90% increased fire attack on a not so long cooldown is really strong. We still have both fire rate up and sharp precision shot, because I think this is probably the best module for a beam rifle. However, fire priority. This one slot right here is the one I don't truly know what to put here. You can have fire attack, which is fire priority. You can go for weak point damage, right? We can use weak point sight in here. And for the last option, we could probably use like the beam charge um, speed. However, let's keep in mind that the game has this sort of weird statistic that is like fake DPS, as if I were to remove my magazine, my DPS will drop. So, not necessarily means that if I put one of those modules that I showed, we will have a higher DPS, right? If you have any suggestions so that I can put here to test it out, I will be more than glad to try it. But I think it's probably your best option. As I mentioned, you probably can replace this one for weak point or for the beam charge, as it can interact with fire rate up and have more. Probably that one is probably more DPS. I'm not really sure, but yeah, this is my non-crit build. So let's get right into the next one. So for the last build, I'm gonna discuss my Gley build. As you can see, we still have both, three of our firearm attack modules. These haven't changed. Heat circulation didn't change, fire rate didn't change, and fire enhancement didn't change. However, as you can see, we drop sharp precision shot for mental focus. I truly believe that mental focus, if you can have a Gley build that's focused on on your weapon, and you can fully loop your infinite ammo, mental focus is stronger than a sharp precision shot because it means that you won't have to build up your stacks over and over again, as you can always have your 60 stacks with this. So you will never lose your bonuses with a fully, cooldown Gley build with the with mental focus. But if you don't have that possibility of having a fully perfect loop of infinite ammo, then you can use sharp precision shot. Um, for the last two modules, it's really funny. I haven't put a catalyst on them. However, we can now use our beam charge speed and our weak point module paired with our fire priority module, which means that you don't sacrifice anything at all with this Gley build. And I've been playing it on Void Vessel, and it really just melts everything except for the bosses, because I don't think the Voltia is a boss gun. I think it's really kind of like meme if you were trying to fully kill a boss with it, but it still does damage to the bosses. However, this is built for the masses. Um, for fire priority, you can now use also superheated gun barrel. It just depends what you wanna drop. If you wanna do the reload time modifier or the fire rate. However, if we are using Gley, then obviously we're never gonna reload, or at least not most of the times. So we can keep fire priority. The fire priority change for superheated gun barrel applies to my non-crit, and yeah. However, I explained already why maybe this might not be the best module, but Yeah, I think this is all my three builds, and I think those are three essential builds that you kind of want to have for Voltia and to be able to use in Void Vessel. So, well, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys have very good holidays, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.